What's up, guys? My name is Jovany, and in this video I'm gonna teach you how to screen print 100% polyester t-shirt. Let's get started. What are some of the things that you're gonna need to make this print happen? Your dryer, flash dryer, and your press. You're gonna need your screen, squeegee, and your ink. And let's talk about the screen. I'm actually using 130. 130 is probably the highest I would recommend if you're just beginning. So 110 or 130 for the screen mesh. Squeegee, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. I got this little cheap one from eBay a while back. One of the first things I got when I first started screen printing, and that's probably like a 60 dutometer, I believe. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's 60 dutometer, which means it's pretty soft. Now, what ink should you be using? I am going to recommend that you go with a low cure temperature ink. In my case, and you could use any other low temperature, but in my case, I'm using Fusion 180. And these are good inks. I like them, but they do have some problems. All right, so this is the problem that I have with the Fusion 180. Sometimes, not always, sometimes this is how the ink comes. Look at that. Look at that. You see? It's completely upside down. The ink is not moving at all. That is how sticky it is. You know, it comes pretty hard sometimes. So you're gonna have to use a lot of reducer. So that's the only problem that I have with Fusion 180. You know, sometimes the inks are not very, they don't send you very good stuff. But I know there's other options for low cure temperature, which is what I recommend to go with in this case, because we are working with 100% polyester, and polyester tends to color migrate. So it's gonna, some of the color from the shirt could transfer into the ink if you cure it at a high temperature, and you want to avoid that because that is not gonna look good. We got the ink, so now let's go on the press and show you how I screen print them. Let's go. We got our palette. Make sure you put some glue on your palette. Don't forget that. I know I didn't show that on this video, but mine already has glue on it. All right. If you want to know which one I'm using this. It's from Ryonet. You can get it at ryonet.com. No, it's screenprinting.com. Water-based adhesive. And so let's load up our shirt. On screen, so you just gotta make sure that it's straight with your palette and it's on the position that where you want it to be. So one screen, no registrations. So, and we will be using the same color as an underbase. So we're gonna do a print, flash, print. Make sure that the buttons are actually in that groove or that seam. There it is. Here's your screen with our ink loaded and everything to go, ready to go. So I just like to flood a little bit, make sure there's ink all over the design. And the way I'm doing it, I'm going one pass, kind of straight. You don't want to lay too much ink on the first one. So just go boom, and then I do another one, and on this second pass I'm gonna do a bit of more of an angle on my squeegee just to lay down a little bit more ink. Alright. And I just want to make sure that I have a good underbase. That looks pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and flash it. Let's check the temperature and see what it gives us. We are looking at 398, 399, 340. So 398, 399 for like a few seconds on this low cure temperature ink. And one way to check is just to come over here and just tap it. If there's no ink going on your fingers, then you're good. But you want to make sure that you don't over flash your print. Do not over flash your print. Just make sure that you're just curing it, flash curing it enough that the ink is not coming back on your finger. That's it. This is our base. We already flashed it, so now we're gonna lay down the second coat or the second pass, whatever you want to call it. Same thing. I'm doing the same thing. I'm gonna be doing not too much of an angle on the first one, just enough to get some ink down there, and then on the second one I'm gonna go a little bit more of an angle just to lay down as much ink as I can. There you go. It is 100% polyester and color migrates from the shirt, so you want to be laying down a pretty thick layer of ink. So there's that. We'll take this out. Now we're gonna go ahead and lay our shirt. There it is. Alright, let's do another shirt. Alright, make sure that you got your buttons on that groove or seam. And this seam really helps when you're printing some button-up t-shirts like this one. Flat pass, and let's do with more of an angle. So there's the first pass. This one is already flashed, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw that one more time. And go on it again. There you go. There you go. That is nice and bright. And I am curing my print at 380, 390, 300. All right, let's go around. So around 300, 320, 330. And it's completely out, so 35. All right, so I put my shirt through the dryer and I set my timer, and I am running the shirts through the dryer at 320 would be a good option. 320 for 35 seconds. It's gonna be good. And one way to make sure that your print is completely cured is to do a stretch test. So let's go ahead and do that. Show you guys. This is the one that just came out right now, and Let's go with this view right here. Look at that. I am pulling as hard as I can, and that is pretty good right there. So if you want to make sure that your ink is pure, do a little stretch test. If it's not just falling apart, then you're good. So these shirts are good. There you have it. 35-40 seconds at 320, 340, 350 max. And this is for, and obviously it's gonna range depending on the print too. You know, if you have a bigger print, it's probably gonna be a little bit more time. This is just a pocket print, so it's a quick one, you know, and it's 2 passes. So print, flash, print. If you do more print, flash, prints, then you're probably gonna need to leave it in the dryer for a little bit longer. You just wanna make sure that you don't go too hot on the dryer. Make sure you keep a low temperature. These are low cure temperature inks, so they're gonna cure at low temperature, but you want to make sure that you're curing them. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. If I missed anything, please let me know. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you need help with anything, let me know. I'm happy to help. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of the shirts, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Please subscribe. Like this video if it was helpful, and hit the notification bell, because I'm gonna be dropping a lot more videos on this channel, so stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching, and see you on the next one.